Assalamu alaikum, Bakayi. Welcome back to the Jollof Football Bantaba the Jollof Football Bantaba platform. I would say, we are not, on YouTube. We are on multi platforms right now: Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter. But this live stream is on YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram, of course. So, welcome, welcome back to the Jollof Football Bantaba platform. It's Tuesday. Um, the 22nd of April 2025, and it's time for the weekend recap, guys. The weekend recap is a show where we try to summarize the weekend performance of Gambian professional players all over the world. Um, there are tons of Gambian professional players, guys, as we like Coach Choi used to say, there are 200 of them. So every week we try to see the best performances, bring them together, and then discuss about them. But there's some key developments or, or key information that important to share it with you guys. So welcome back. If you are watching us on any of our platforms, welcome and thank you for joining us. Without taking much of your time, guys, I get right into the discussion today. Last week I was not happy. Last week I was a little bit under the weather, so I on the field last week. So that's why I could not come. And things were a little bit hectic on my side as well. And those kind of things happen sometimes. But yeah, we are back. Last week a lot of things happened though. I, I I felt bad not coming because there were a lot of players doing well. Players like Abdullah Mane, he was exceptional last week. Omar Babu returned with a goal last week. Yeah, many players were doing well last weekend, and I could not really cover it. I think the young community got an assist last weekend as well. Adam Abuja was suspended last week, so he was not involved, but he came back this weekend. Unfortunately, they lost that one. But yeah, a lot of things were going on last weekend. Like Abdullah Mane of Mayalbi was the star performer of last week. He got a goal and a couple of assists in the same game. And there are already rumors that there are many clubs interested in him. So yeah, sorry for not coming last week, but we are back today for the weekend recap. And this week was no disappointing at all. It was another great week for Gap players, and especially just like Adams and his players in that way that Wally Fofana, we were all, we all had a very good week this weekend. Omar Choi, he also had a very good weekend. I'm sure you guys saw the video that we posted on him. He had a very good weekend. Pushing them towards that progress that what progress of the weeks in. But yeah, all those guys, we are here to discuss and share our thoughts with us. So if you are here with us, guys, thank you very much. Um, uh, so today we start discussion with no other than Ibo. Ibo Adams. So first, yeah, Ibo Adams, guys. Ibo Adams, what a player. I know he is not always compatible with Gambia national team. The way the coaches want to play. Sometimes it doesn't fit his style of play. So we have not really seen the best of him since maybe the time of Tom. We have not seen the best of Iwo Adams national team. But with his club, Derby County, it is a different story. You know, he's the life of that club, I would say. He is the life of that club. Without him, I don't know that club where they will be right now. They are not doing that well in championship, I would say. They are just above the relegation spot right now. But if Ibu Adams was not there, I'm telling you right now, they were dead and buried. This guy has been everything for them. Even in the midway through the season, he got the captain's armband. New money came in and gave him the captain's armband. Those things, they are not common in football. For a team to change their captain midway through the season, it tells a lot about the importance of that player that they are giving new captain. And that's what they did with Adams. He was not the captain at the start of the season, but right now he's the captain of Derby County. And of course, their captain, he left for, uh, for Brighton, who's their left for Brighton, but nonetheless, Ebou Adams taking up that role, and he was not even. I don't think he was even the vice captain at the start of the season. But then the coach trusted him captains. And ever since he got the captaincy, it has only been a good thing for them. They have progress, win games. I think they picked up their longest run of games with wins. That was just recently when they had four consecutive wins, and that was updating them. And not only that, he is also very instrumental going forward and defensively. This yesterday we are in action. They won a very important game against West Bromwich Albion because if they did not won that, they will have been back into the relegation zone. The game ended 3-1. Adams scoring with a very good header, and then they got the second goal. West Brom came back, scored one, and then West Brom was putting pressure on them, piling the pressure, and Ebou Adams created another wonderful chance um, uh, for, for one of their players to score the third goal, even win. So Ebou Adams got the goal, got the assist in that one, and they ended up winning the game 3-1. And that means they are now out of the relegation zone by goal difference, by virtue of goal difference. So basically, if they did not win that game, draw or loss, they would have been back to the relegation spot. And Adams, if you look at him, if you look at his season with them, it's absolutely remarkable. That game, by the way, he completed. Like these things are normal for him nowadays. Winning duels, winning fouls, or winning tackles. Those things are kind of normal to him, and then he completed the most, of course. Won the most tackles, won the most duels in the game, 10 3 tackles. But then if you look at over the season, over the course of the season, and then you compare him to the whole league, not just the derby players, but the whole league, every single team that is playing in the championship, you compare Ebou Adams to those players, and then you look at his numbers, and you'll be like, wow, what a season he's having. He has so far played 42 games for Derby. He started 40 of those 42 games, and he has racked up 3,600 minutes. The championship is the toughest thing because they just play football. They play 46 games in the league, which is absolutely abnormal. But Ebou Adams has played 42 and started 40 of those 42 games. And the season is progressive, and he's getting stronger and stronger to show you what kind of athlete he is. I always used to describe him as that. He's an athlete. He's a proper athlete. Like technically he's not the best. We all know that. But when it comes to his strength, when it comes to his fitness wise, you know, like his athleticism is absolutely second to none. And that is what he's proving in the championship this season. Like I said, he played 22 games. It's quite difficult for players to play the best of the stage of the season. I think they have 44 games score. He only missed 2 games. If I'm not wrong. He has already scored 6 goals, very important goals, and with 1 assist. Then if you look at the defensive side of his game, he has added goals to his game. 6 goals, good for a defensive midfielder. That is good, to play and to have 6 goals in the league. But that's not where his impact is mainly. His main impact is his defensive actions. Like he has completed 149 tackles, attempted 149 tackles so far in the championship. No player has the like next best player in the championship is less than 130. So Ebou Adams has at least 20 more tackles attempts, more than any single player in the championship so far this season. Then you look at the tackles he won, he has won 98 of those tackles. That is the most of any player. He has won the most tackles. And look at the areas of the pitch that Ebou Adams is winning these tackles. You look at the attacking third of the pitch. If you divide the pitch into 3 thirds, you have the attacking third, you have the midfield third, and then you have the defensive third. He is winning the ball in important areas of the pitch for Derby County. Yesterday, the third goal they scored, he won the ball in the midfield third and then created a chance out of that. And then Derby scored the third goal, which was a very important goal because West Brom were pushing them. And then you look at the amount of balls he is winning in the third and in the attacking third. In the attacking third, so far this season, Ebou Adams has won 20 balls in the attacking third of the pitch, which is very close to the goal. You win that, like this, the counter press, you win the ball, and then create a chance out of it. He's 20. No player in the championship has won more balls at the final third of the pitch. If you look at his possession won in the 74 balls game. That's more than every single player in that league. He has won two in the defensive third of the pitch, which is also a very good number because I think only five players has won more in the defensive third. He's not a defender, of course, so you will expect the defenders to score more in those areas. He's up there also competing for that. Blocks, he has complete. He has blocked 71 shots and passes so far this season. 71. That is more than any single player. If you look at the combination of his tackles and his interceptions, that is 204 tackles and interceptions over the course of the season. No player has come close to 150. That is how, like, he's on a league of his own. On a league of his own. He's having an exceptional season. And it will be very disappointing if Derby get relegated at this with the season that he is having. But the thing is, no matter what happened this season with Derby, I think he's gonna attract a lot of supporters. So, Derby fans are absolutely crazy in love with Ebou Adams. I can remember before he signed for them how eager they wanted to sign that contract, how much they wanted them to sign, Derby to want to sign Ebou Adams' contract. I remember there was this fan who every single day he posts the same thing on his Twitter feed. Say like when day one week before we signed Ebou Adams, like they just wanted Ebou Adams there, and it was a match made in heaven, and they have not disappointed signing him a full contract, and he has been exceptional. I think hands down for me, I don't think there is even a contest in Derby right now who's going to be their player of the season. It's going to be Ebou Adams. He has been absolutely a monster for Derby County so far this season. So I hope with the season that he is having, at least at the end of the season, he will have saved the club, captaining the club, and then giving them the player of the season performance, and then keeping them the championship. And if that does not happen as well, I'm sure he's gonna have support. And other clubs will be very, very good because the championship need players like him. This is how you survive in the championship. You need players like him. Derby has had a very mixed season. Yeah, they have changed their coaches, they have lost some important players and all that. But for him, he has been consistent best throughout the season. So kudos to Ebou Adams for the wonderful season that he's having at Derby County. So that's it for Ebou Adams. Next we move on to um uh, Bubacarr Tambedou. We move on to Bubacarr Tambedou. The next one, Bubacarr Tambedou, that kid, Levadia. Levadia in Estonia. He used to be at Haide, then he went to Romania, Sheriff. He made some moves. I think the last move that he made was not the best one for his career. He did not settle in the last league that he went to, and then finally now, I think he terminated that contract. I cannot remember the country that where he was now recently, but he terminated that contract, and then he was without a club for a while. And then at the start of the season, the top team in Estonia, of course, we know Paide at Estonia is the club for Gambians. He was once a Paide player, but Paide is not the only club. Levadia, we are the defending champions. Levadia, yeah, they are the defending champions of this Estonia. They won the league last ahead of Paide, and they have a chance to play in the Champions League, but they have to go through a lot of qualifiers before they get to the Champions League. But they have a chance. It will be very difficult, like I say. So we joined them at the start of the season. He has really started very, very well with them. To be honest. He has really started very, very well with Levadia. If you look at this season so far, he has scored 4 goals in the league and he's 1 assist. Yeah, in 9 games that he has played, Levadia have started this season very well. They have won 8 of their 9 games and drew one. And Tambedou has been a crucial part of it. He's their leading goal scorer. Actually, this weekend they were playing against Kalley, where we have another Gambian, Diallo, who was the former before player on the 20. He was playing, but Levadia completely destroyed them. They won game 9-0. And Bubacarr Tambedou scored a couple of goals and then created 1 assist as well. Which takes his tally to the 4 goals in the season and 1 assist in 9 games. So he is currently the leading goal scorer for Levadia. Only players in the league has scored more goals than him. And then let's not forget, at the start of the season, Levadia were playing this Super Cup. He came off the bench and then scored the winning goal in the one. So basically, he has 5 goals for Levadia and 1 assist in all competition, which is a very, very good start for him. He's also a very, very good player, confident player. Seeing him at the top of the league, is a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful thing. Bubacarr Tambedou, top player. I hope he continues with the start. Nevada are running away with the league a little bit, but by the last game they lost. So now Nevada are already 4 points ahead of Paide, who are currently second. And Bubacarr Tambedou has been a major, major part of their good start. They are the good scorer after all. And that in the chat is to me. Top good performance over this weekend. I hope to continue that one. Another player who had a place was Wally Fofana. Wally Fofana also got a couple of goals. He has been in and out of the team. He didn't even start the game this weekend. Came off the bench and scored some very good goals. He played the second 45 minutes. Scored the second goal for his club and then scored the scored some good goals. He would have get a hat trick, He could have get a hat trick in that one because they had a penalty. He got the third one, yeah. And then they had a penalty for the fourth goal. He wanted to take it. He got the ball, but of course, when it comes to penalties, maybe they have a hierarchy on who's to take the penalty. But the players should have, given for at that point, it was 3-1. It was not, in danger of losing. Actually, the next score and the other team, they got up. No, the other team scored. Oh, okay. That time it was 3-2. It was 3-2, and they had the penalty. So, yeah, you can understand why the penalty taker will not want to take that risk and do the penalty. Because if they hit this, then it's going to be an issue. But yeah, as a bias champion, I wanted him to take that penalty, get the hat trick, to start this very well, because those were his first goals for the season. He has not get that, starting part in the team. He's not starting games. He's coming off the bench. So imagine if he get a hat trick, that would have, giving him of course, the brace will give him a lot of confidence going into the next game. But scoring a hat trick is a different feeling, and an opportunity I think they should have given to him to score. But nonetheless, 2 goals to coming off the bench. I think you can do your head. So then you have to knock on the coach's door to start for the next one. He has gone quiet. Last season, he scored a few for the Titans, and then he lost his place at the end of the season. And then this season, they started he was the next best player. So coming off the bench was a bit like people were not hearing him. So to come up with a couple of grace in this game, and they were very good goals, good finishes, I would say. I saw the goals. Long mention for Wally Fofana. Good goals there. Next, I will go to my boy, Omar Choi. Omar Choi, he's a Gambian goalkeeper, of course. Of course, we have this national team here. But what? Those type of goalkeepers who throughout their life they don't want to play anything in football. Gambia, even if you're a goalkeeper, you say, okay, I wanted to play as a goalkeeper. I played as a striker or as a defender, and it did not work, and then I moved to goalkeeper. This guy is a completely different being. Like, he just wanted to be a goalkeeper throughout his life, which is very quite strange. And then, that is what he is. And now he's playing professionally in Luxembourg, in second tier of Luxembourg. And he's having a very good season, I would say, because I'm following his progression. This week, he had a very, very good game. Man of the match performance. They were, it was a very important game for his club, Luxembourg City FC, because they are by 5 for the top tier of the Luxembourg League. And they were leading 1-0 until I think 69 minutes, the opponents had a penalty. And how much, a saved penalty. And they made some very good moves. There were a lot of chances that the opponent had. And he was equal to all those chances. He made very, very good saves in the game. Choi, yeah, like I say, I think that's his first clean sheet in the last 5, and he has now 6 clean sheets. And now they are just 3 points off the playoff spot. So if they win the next game, they stand a good chance to go. No, they only have 5 games to go, and eventually they have to play the team who's currently occupying the last playoff spot. So That will be a very good thing for them. They can win the next two games. I think they can stand a good chance of at least having a shot at the playoff. Again, it was on to the first year of the Luxembourg team. And by the way, he was also named in the team of the team of the week. That is the Luxembourg division team of the week. Not Choi. Great performance. We posted the video of the highlights of his performance. Check out our platforms. You'll see it there. Uh, Check it out. Next up, we go to this two. That is Jasper Cissy and Yahya Kalley. I know there have been a lot of calls for Jasper Cissy to come to the national team, and I think it is justified. It's justified, especially at this moment in time. He's playing every week and putting some very good performances. This week was no different. And likewise, Yaya Kali has been very impressive for Norcom. They played this weekend. I think they won the game 3-0. Both Yaya Kali and Jasper Cisse. They started the game. Jasper Cisse, played the whole night. Yaya Kali about 75 minutes in that one. But both of them were very impressive. Yaya Kali actually got man of the match in that one. He was the highest rated player. Game, because of performance and putting defensively. He was really one tackle one towards that one. And just was to have very good confidence in most passes. And then he was the most accurate passer in that game. So both Gambians have been really well for lot of people. So this is like 2-3 games in a row. They have started every single game. Yeah, this is notable for Norcom. I think they have played 4 games by this week. And they are starting regularly. They are regular starters. They are calling them back. And this was several areas of that. I didn't see this. He's already scored a goal in the league, but more of the he's playing. And complete more passes, most accurate passer, and then control the tempo of the game, which is very good. I think both of them, they are not far off from the national team. They are not far off. Jesper had to slip. Like Jesper was there in the past, but he never played. He was in the national team, but he never played. But which what I heard that there might be an international friendly for Gambia coming up. So I think there might be the opportunity to test some of the players. Yaya Kali was invited in the past, but he never turned up. So I don't know if it is one of those cases where he didn't want to come play for Gambia because, of course, he's also half Swedish. But with him, the different thing is he's usually in the Gambia. Like sometimes some politicians he come to the Gambia play with Gambian professional players against the Banjo. So I don't think for him he deserve for playing for Gambia because if you come and play, like with locals, I think you are ready to represent the country. But the last time he was invited to national team, he did not turn up. And I don't know the reason for that. So these are the questions of that. We need active coaches so that we can get the clear answer. But personally, I don't know why he did not turn up. But at this moment in time, with the struggles we are having at left back, of course, we have a very good left back. Last time he just did not come because of so reason. But but I would not expect him to come in summer. If it is a friend, I would not expect him to come probably because I think in the past was can be invited to come for the summer game when whenever had his holiday set, so he did not turn up. So again, next international break be at the end of the season. So I don't know if he will come. But even if he was willing to come, I would not consider him. I would not consider selecting him. But I would rather try to give up to other players who like test other players. It should be a period test players to test who we can win. And at left back, I think Yaya Kali is if he is available for the national team, I think he should come. He should join the national team because of the staff he's have his club in Sweden. And another player I would like to touch on is this guy, Alassana Jata. Alassana Jata, yeah, Alassana Jata. he was on a drought, right? He was on a drought. He had not scored in the last 6 games. I think since before the international break, he has not scored for the he has not scored for club. And I have to be honest, North County have been struggling as well. And if your talisman, if your good scorer is not scoring good, sometimes it affects you as a team. And that was exactly what happened at North County. Arsenal has failed to score in the last 6 games, 5, 6 games, I would say. Until yesterday, he scored, but unfortunately, the goal was not enough to win. He scored, he opened the scoring, but they ended up losing that game 2-1. Just have to stop great. I mean, they have this risk of going out of the top, the top 6 teams to miss out of the playoff altogether. Here we are in a good position to gain automatic promotion to League One. But now, with the way the season is going for them, they might even miss out. But they are still in a good position. They are sixth. I think top three in promotion, and then the next four that is from 4 to 7 to 8 playoffs. So they are currently in a playoff spot, and but they need to find their form back. They have not won in the last 4 games. They have not won in the last 4 games. I think they lost one draw. Arsenal has not scored in the last 6 this weekend. On yesterday rather, for his first goal in 7 games. Yeah, they need to get their system back on track. They had a very, very good start, but as of late, they are not doing so well. I hope they can find their form back. But, yeah, it's good to see Alassana back in goals. That was his 18th league goal in the season. He was also vying for the goal scorer in League Two. 18 big goals is not bad at all. It's not bad at all. And he's not still far off of the top scorer in the league. But yeah, to score more goals if you want to be the leading goal scorer. At some point, he was at the top. I think just before the international, like the last time he scored a goal, actually, he was at the top of the goal scoring chart. He was never with the player who was at the top. That guy has scored a few more goals now. Behind. But he's still up there to fight for the leading goal scorer. Just take a couple of days and a good run of goals and you are back to the competition for the top scorer. But regardless of what happened, I think he has had an exceptional season. Just the end of the season has not been great, but he has been very, very good for North County. Even in January, there are a lot of clubs surrounding him for a move, but North County didn't want to sell him at that time because they thought he was going to be the one who would get them the promotion. Yeah, I hope they find their form back. So those are the players that I wanted to talk about. Let's look at some of the other players who have been well. Yeah, other one, Ibrahim Astate, he also came back from his suspension, got his goal. He got a red card recently, but he came back and got a goal. Bubacarr Kante, France, against you, also got a goal. Usman Sisse in Estonia on division. He's having a very good season. They come up in second division in Estonia. Like that go back to the top tier in Estonia. Usman Kujabi, Fofana in Slovakia, also got a goal. Omar Choi, like I say, he kept a clean sheet and then he saved the penalty. Sar also got a clean sheet in Sweden. Kalley, I mentioned, Sisi, I mentioned, Bubacarr and Bubacarr Mohamed Sane, they would get a clean sheet for their respective clubs as well. So, yeah, those were the key performers over the course of the weekend. And over the course of the weekend, Abdullah Sisi, I think he also had a good. Abdullah Mane, he also had a good game. He has a very good start. People reported that he might be on the move. So let's see how that one develops. He's having a great season. That boy. Usman Sanyan, he's having a good season in Sweden. And yeah, those yeah, yeah. Any player for the team. I think that should be it for the weekend. That's the performance that should be on the there is a development there. Yeah, but obviously like yeah, and the Premier League team players. I don't know. Who have his he have his sources, so never this. Let's see how that one develops. But yeah, Chairman is doing himself and having a very very good start to this. Scored already one goal. I think a couple of I think actually has more than one goal because one goal in the league they played 3 games or 3 games, 4 games. He has one goal and 2 assists. And in the cup, I think he scored 4 goals there. So this guy has 5 goals at the start of the season. Sweden they start the cup and then yeah, and I will wrap up the weekend because some sad news as well. Looking at some of the injured players because the season is getting to an end, it's getting more intense, and few Gambian players are starting to get injured. I think 4 players for the last week, 4 players got injured, so which is sad to see. Sad to see. Omar Jane, somebody mentioned Omar Jane in TikTok. Yeah, he scored. Omar Jane scored for Atletico Madrid, second the second Atletico Madrid. He scored last week. He was in the 11 team. In the first team, he was on the bench for Atletico Madrid. So it's also good to see those kids doing well. We see the comments. Yeah, yeah. Speaking of, I don't know about the injured players, injured players. Ibrahim Dabo, you know, Ibrahim Dabo, even Dabo had a season ending injury. He had a ligament injury. So that into a position. Moody Fall also West Ham, he also had a injury. Sidi Jata at SK Grass. He also had a season ending during which his club, vying for that, going for that big title. But simply going to win the title. Because Austria Vienna have lost form to it. But it's Bubacarr, but they have lost form. I think they have lost back-to-back games, so it's not looking good for them. Excuse them, but they are winning. So Sidi Jata, who of course have Norwegian and have Gambia, I have to focus on that. He could play for Gambia at some point. I didn't know, but that is not yet the case. He wanted to play for Sweden, Norway in the under 21s. Euros or the 21, which is a major tournament for European teams, European countries. Especially last time, I think England won it. Players like Cole Palmer was player of the tournament last time they won it. Players like Gordon, Curtis Jones and Liverpool, they were all playing in the competition. So it's important for for European countries, for the Spanish team to be their top players in the competition. So it is important for him to play for them like competition. But that does not stop him from being an option for Gambia. This is injured I'm talking about. But now he is injured. I don't know if he will, because that is now 2 months away. And he had to go for surgery with his ankle ligament injury. So I don't know how long that is gonna take. Um, but very difficult to be in the competition. Yeah. So those three. And also Musa Dibaga. Musa Dibaga is also another player whose season ended prematurely. Very sad for me. Musa Dibaga having a wonderful season. He has been named the Scottish League Two League One team of the season for the wonderful season he had at Inverness City. Inverness entered in administrator, like I said, always. Um, they are fighting for relegation, but that is because they had deducted 15 points at the start of the season, and now Sadibaga is out. They have only two. They have to bring a 17-year-old loan goalkeeper to continue their season because Dibaga is out. At the start of the season, Dibaga was Austria's goalkeeper. They had a loan goalkeeper from Dundee United, Scottish League. Dundee, was it Dundee? Yeah, Dundee, or one of the Scottish team, one of the top tier Scottish teams, who came to the team and he was number one Austria's goalkeeper. And Dibaga, that player got injured. I think first game or 2 games into the season, and then Dibaga came in and he never looked back. And now he's winning the player like the best goalkeeper in the league, despite not being the number one choice at the start of the season. He has continued the least goals, kept a lot of clean sheets, starting clean sheets, and now his season has ended. Injury. It's so sad for Inverness, but it's also disappointing for the player as well because I think he has made a name for himself. I don't think he really will do him any harm. He had a hamstring, tore him, his hamstring, his ham, yeah, sorry, so he had to undergo sports surgery as well. So we will only see him next season. I'm not sure if we will see him in Inverness for a second because of the season that he had. I'm sure if bigger clubs in Scotland and outside Scotland are looking at him. He also made his national team first call up. He was in the last camp for the Gambia national team. So, so, so yeah, these players are injured, and there were other players who have been injured for a while. We have not seen the tempo. The time Holy was injured as well. So yeah, we also have those players in our clubs, those injured players, those Gambian injured players. We have to put them in our clubs. So it's important. Do I have any comments? Yeah. So, that's it. That's it. That's it. That's it for the weekend recap. If you have any comments, if you think you want to cover any player that I didn't cover, like you think I should, I think Dembo said he can also score the keys for his club. Vancouver. Vancouver. Any comments, guys? Let me see the Instagram, Facebook. It's like 40 minutes gone. I will hang out 5, 10 minutes, and then I will go to TikTok. I will open the TikTok live, and then take it from there. Spend maybe 20, 25 minutes, 30 minutes on TikTok live. I will put it after this. What what are the big developments also in the locally? I think the under 15 girls team they are playing. I've got something like that. The Chan team, they are stepping up their preparation. The game is going to be Saturday coming next. So the rebirth of the Gambia Independence Stadium, the rebirth of the Gambia Independence Stadium is imminent. So it's going to be Saturday coming next. Chan will play against Algeria. Definitely another interesting game. I think last time we played Algeria was the reason actually we Gambia was banned. It was not the time we were banned, but when we played against Algeria, when the stadium was overflowing, like people were in the lights, like climbing the lights. The stadium was crowded. That day, anything could have happened that day. Kind of nothing happened. But I think that was the main reason Independence Stadium was banned. It was just overwhelming at that time. So too much people in the field at that time. So the Algerians are coming back again, but this time it's going to be, I think, much more control. Since the stadium has now, we have numbers, and you have seat numbers, so I think that will help a lot in controlling the crowd. Um, but I don't know. I'm not sure the Independence Stadium is ready to handle Gambia again because I think the demand to watch national team is even higher now than it was back then. So let's see how it goes. Let's see how it goes. But I hope it will go well. I hope the CHAN competition for the first time. We have never qualified for a CHAN competition. That is the local national team, the local league. So that will also be big for them. Who will big for the CHAN players because there are some players there they deserve. They deserve they deserve a contract. Like there is, nowadays when it comes to scouting, when it comes to this agent, they are looking at the younger players, like 18, 20, 19 years old, 20 years old. Nobody want to sign a 24, 25 years old. So, but we have some very, very good 24, 25-year-old players in the league. So this can competition give them that exposure. When the competition comes, I'm sure there will be a lot of players across Africa or even outside Africa coming to look at players. So somebody might get a chance to get a contract. That's chance is quite important. I have a comment here. What is his name? Silif Kamara. But that's why I could not forget about that. Kali. You have Molola and Kali. That's what she said. Yeah, Kali. They have top seed. They started this very well in Sweden, and they have played week in, week out. They have started all games for their clubs. They are players that we should consider it. Yeah. What she was in the team. if you remember, he was in the squad one time, but he didn't make an appearance. That was, I think, when Johnny came, his first was because he was part of the team, but he did not make an appearance. And then after that, he had not come in since. But Yahya Kalley was invited during Trump's time, but he did not turn up. And the reason for not turning up at that time, I don't know. I don't know. Um, but I hope these two players are considered. They have started this season well. Oh, I didn't know. Yeah, we still may just make sure we comply with the yeah, of course. Because temporal approval, like it's not a full approval, so there is still something we need to do to get the full approval. So I'm sure but I don't know if we are prepared to manage crowd. That is another problem I think we have in the country. Because in the past, it's always a problem. How do you manage the crowd? Because everybody want to watch the game. Everybody want to watch Gambia play, and people will do people extra mile to go and watch the games. So, what are the measures they're gonna put in place to make sure they will not stop Malamo Stadium? Because problem is that make a civil stadium direct outside the stadium the problem is that and how we manage that crowd. So, hopefully, what are the measures they have? Maybe they have some designs for guidance for the guide the effectively actually no need. By Gambia Numel, India Remestani football is different from the outside world. Unless I don't know, maybe Africa. India football. So that is something I am worried about. I'm concerned. How are they going to deal with crowd? But the chant, I think, is a good start for them because the chant team don't carry that much of attention as the national team. So the chant team is a good way to prepare them for the case when the national team is coming. Chant team, then they have the field team. I, I'm sure people will going to watch these games, but it's not going to be as crazy as if the Gambian national team was down. So they should use this as a good opportunity to prepare themselves for what is to come in the future. 'Cause I'm sure if we mess up again, it will not take too long before CAF tell us, and then you ban it again. We are ready to fill the stadium. Right? Yung bawang ini, halit. They are ready to fill the stadium. So no, no, no class you will have to. Yeah. There should not be even cars inside the stadium. But to them, Gambia there. But I don't know that is something that they put there. I don't know what the measures they put there, but maybe you know better than me. That have the measures we get. Uh, but it's very important that we get it right. This is the easiest way to do it, chanting, and then the female team. It's the easiest way to do it, control the crowds, and then like do all the necessary things over there and make sure they control crowd, not what control. Then when the national team comes, who knows, maybe there will be a friendly game. And I'm sure when it's Gambia friendly, they might want to bring it to Gambia if possible. But yeah, so let's see that. Let's see. Yeah, tickets will be digital. But yeah, he knows very well about what he's talking about when it comes to ticketing. I think Hamga. I think you working with them or something, maybe. So that would be digital. But anyways, guys, I would naman yung ibi TikTok live. So don't enjoy my TikTok. And we can chat more about this. I have maybe 25 minutes or so, and then about yeah. But how much close my guy Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, how much my guy. So yeah, my guy. So there you have it, guys. That was the weekend recap. I hope you enjoyed. And if you please make sure to follow us on our various platforms and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Do those things. Like the video if you enjoy it. If it help. And then you again. So we'll be back with the Gambia Football Show with my co-host Choi, and definitely we'll have some guests coming in of what interview this weekend. I think we're gonna talk more about youth football. There will be the Congress coming preparing for their last qualifiers against Tunisia as well. So we'll talk about those things. Of course, space will be space is available there to talk about the league and the chanting and their preparation ahead of the qualifiers against Algeria, which we are talking about here, guys. But anyways, guys, I thank you very much for joining me on this edition of the weekend recap. We come with you again, guys. Goodbye, Instagram, goodbye, Facebook, and goodbye, YouTube. But we'll be going live on TikTok for 20 30 minutes. Then, morning and night. Getting into it, guys.